I'm recording a bit earlier than I usually do again today because I kind of just want to get things out of the way with how I've been feeling and everything lately. Uh, I guess to start things off, I had my fourth laser hair removal appointment for my facial hair yesterday, and that went pretty well, I think. The lady I had do it was a different one again, and she was really awesome. She did it really, really fast. Uh, Not that there was like anything wrong with the other ladies that I had. They were really awesome too, but this one was cool, very nice to talk to, and I appreciated, the conversation and how she did things. So because of that, I haven't been using my skincare stuff because you have to stop that before laser. You can't like use retinol and acids and everything. So it's been like about a week without that. So I look kind of rough both because of that and because of the laser. It kind of makes my face like all bumpy. I feel like around those spots and stuff. Uh, so, I mean, that was a good thing overall, I think. But aside from that, I've had a pretty challenging week. Things started off really great. I felt really high in spirits on Monday and Tuesday, and maybe even Wednesday. I don't remember specifically the turning point. But I've been once again kind of on the fence about spironolactone. I worry a lot about the side effects. It's kind of like changed from day to day, like being gastrointestinal things to worrying about the possibility of hyperkalemia because of it being a potassium sparing diuretic and worrying about low blood pressure. I've just had like weird feelings, and I'm not sure if it's related, but the past few days I've had these like weird feelings in like the side of my head and like on like the left temple area. And it's not like a normal headache. It doesn't hurt. It kind of feels almost like a pressure. And I just, because of that and other things like that have just felt not so great, I have not really felt like doing anything. I kind of have spent a lot of time in bed, and even when I haven't, I'm just like scrolling stuff online instead of trying to do things like I normally would when I have free time. So that's been kind of concerning to me as it is, and I've also been once again like kind of really paranoid and upset about the atrophy like stuff. It's been really weighing on me a lot, and that's been a major thing too in like my like mental health issues, I guess you could say, that I've been having. Lots of thoughts about things being like too late for me, and like what I'm doing is, just like pointless, maybe, I guess, is like one of the intrusive thoughts, or that it'll make my life worse in a way, either because of how society perceives it. The possibility of like violent crime being committed against you, or like being unwanted and, not being natural in a sense that, like you can't have, children or whatever. Not that I like particularly want children with the way the world is right now. I don't. I already know that I couldn't fund something like that, but I don't know if I would feel good about bringing somebody into the world the way that it is right now. Not that everything is terrible. Some things have gotten better, but I don't know. I kind of don't feel like the outlook is great right now. Personally, I don't really want to get into that too much or dwell on negative things, but yeah, I just kind of had like a really bad mental health spiral, worrying, about my ability to even like pass in the first place if I continue doing this, and like having enough money to fund all of the cosmetic things that I would possibly need, like facial feminization surgery and like even more like hair removal, like with body hair and stuff. Like I'm basically this year I've been spending as much money as I've been making, trying to keep up with like all my basic needs stuff and get the laser for my face. And it's much more expensive to do the body hair removal than it is to do the facial laser hair removal. And I unfortunately would have to do quite a bit of the body hair removal. So that's another big thing weighing on me. I don't know. Just had a lot of worries and fears, and like the mental health things have been on top of not feeling well physically. Like I said with the head thing, it could be from being sick, but I'm not so sure. I have had like kind of like a nasal drip on the one side and like a very mild sore throat and these like weird like flashes, I guess I would call them, like through my chest area. I don't even know what that is. It's kind of like uncomfortable and scary. It kind of happens randomly. I don't know if it's like, I guess, like gas trapped in my chest or something. It could be. I don't know. I don't like it though. Um, and I don't like to for sure attribute it to the Spiro, but just because I've had like a lot of bad experiences with side effects with medications, I'm always, you know, um, thinking about that as a possibility. So I don't know. I'm afraid to stop it because I like the, um, improvements with like acne and feminization, but I don't like the atrophy, which has just always been like a conflict of mine with hormone therapy. And it really makes me feel hopeless a lot of the time when I feel like there's nothing I can do about it because I don't really want, like SRS or any kind of surgery down there. I don't, for me, it's just not an option really. For people who it makes happier, I'm happy for them, but to me, it's not really a replacement. And because I've never gotten to be with somebody, and I would like to be able to be with somebody if that happens to be in the cards for me, if I'm lucky enough to have a relationship with somebody, I would like to, be able to be intimate with them. And that's part of why like the atrophy thing scares me so much and why it makes me so uncomfortable. uh, I don't like talking about it on here either, but uh, I don't know, I guess it's better to just be honest with you. So that is like a thing for sure. uh, I'm not really sure what else to say, and I don't even really feel like I said things as best as I would have liked to. I kind of feel that a lot whenever I try to record these videos, and I don't know. I guess I can just all I can do is try to do the best that I can, and that's what I do try to do. So yeah, I don't know. I feel kind of lost right now, and I do have an appointment tomorrow for seeing an allergist to try to figure out what is causing, gastrointestinal issues for me, like the things I for sure need to avoid, and I guess also things that cause acne issues too, even though that's gotten better since I've been back on Spiro. And with the, the skincare stuff and the dutasteride and everything else. And the day after I see my therapist again, and I'm for sure planning to talk to her about these things. But I mean, there's only so much she can do, so it doesn't like really alleviate my feelings very significantly. But I do appreciate her; she's really awesome, and I'm grateful to have such an awesome therapist. So there's that, I guess. But since it's about time to wrap things up, I really, really appreciate whoever watches these. And I, I wish you the absolute best with whatever's going on with you, and I guess I will see you next time. Thank you, and take care.